Hey guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I have this in the shade Y215 and it is what I'm wearing today to give you some reference. So let's get into it. So, price point. This is $43 and you can find it on the Makeup Forever website or where Makeup Forever products are sold. So Sephora is usually the go-to for the general consumer to get this. I was lucky enough to pick this up at IMATS last month in New York City. IMATS travels throughout 6 cities throughout the world, throughout the year, every year. So if you want to get a discount, that's the way to go. However, you do need to be a pro to get that discount. So if you're a pro, woo. If you're not, I'm sorry. I actually got a 40% discount on this, which is honestly the only reason I have this, okay? I went on Pro Night and on Saturday, and on Pro Night I picked up the Flash palette, finally. Thank you. And I was debating this, but I didn't pick it up right away. And they still were giving the 40% off to pros who were there on Saturday. So I went back, picked it up because instead of $43, I think it was 25-ish, 20 to 25, which is a huge discount. And if you know me, you know I never really get high-end foundations. I'm always a very drugstore foundation girl. But that means I had high hopes for this. I had high expectations for this, okay? This was the first. This was the one that was breaking the mold and making me get a high-end foundation. So, you had to be good. So this was actually the first shade that they tried matching me with, and it matched perfectly, and I was like, yes, this is awesome. Let's get it. So I bought it. Alright, so the first time I ended up using it was when I was back home, and I don't remember what I was going to, but I put it on. Makes my face look good. It evens out my skin tone. I like how it looks. I like how it appears. And it looks fantastic in photos and video. However, I went out into daylight. I pulled down the little like visor mirror in the car and I was like, oh, I look orange. Why? Why do I look orange? So I was like, okay, calm down. Maybe I just need to alter how I use this. So, what I did differently then was I was using a powder that I think was making me look more orange. So now I have switched to using a translucent powder over this, which is how I like it better because I feel like it actually portrays it better. And you know, the funny thing is I use the Makeup Forever HD translucent powder over it, so that probably helps make it look great in HD and great in photos too, so I don't even try to do that, but that's what I do. So I switched powders, and my contour was a little low and a little orange that day, so I feel like it was making me look like it had the mask effect, so I was not digging it. But I altered these things when I tried again and again, and I have been wearing this consistently for a few weeks, okay? So I kind of have a really good feel for it. I gotta say, I still feel like I look orange sometimes. Sometimes. Like, it's weird. I still feel like when I look at myself in daylight, I can see the orange tint. However, of course I bring it down on the neck. I don't make it just the mask, so it doesn't look so obvious to another person. But to me, obviously, because we're our own worst critic, I keep looking at that. So that is just the one thing that I can't get past with this foundation. The reason I can get past it though is because, like I said, it looks bomb in videos and photos, okay? Every photo I take, I'm like, dang, that looks awesome. Like, my skin looks flawless, my skin looks awesome, and you can't tell a difference from face to neck, just like on video. I can't tell a difference right now. It looks like my skin. Whenever I was vlogging, and I was vlogging on me and Shadell's joint channel, Oreo Milk, and we were, I would comment about it while we were vlogging, and people would say, I can't see what you're seeing, like when they would see the video, because you can't. On video and photo, it looks amazing. And so then I'm thinking, okay, I have a little bit of knowledge in the TV and film background in makeup. And I know that on my clients, I usually have to make them look a little darker so it shows up on camera accurately. And so I'm like, okay, I'm putting the pieces together. I'm like, all right, maybe that's why I look maybe a little darker and a little more orange, however I'm seeing it. Because then how it's portrayed on camera works. because that's what these are designed for. The HD and the Ultra HD foundations are designed for film. It's designed for Mega HD to look your best when you're in photos and videos. So it's more for that than it is everyday life. However, I like how it looks in everyday life despite that little discrepancy. It says it's an invisible cover foundation. I gotta say it is. I only have to take a little pea-sized drop for my entire face with a beauty blender and it looks great. I mean, I have good skin to begin with. I don't have too many crazy skin issues. I mean, I'm still young, so there's that too. But like, it'll cut with blemishes. I still need coverage with concealer. With under eyes, I still need coverage with concealer, so that's still a thing. But I'm sure this could build up more, but for me it's more of a light to medium coverage foundation, but I also don't use too much because I don't feel I need it. This does come in a lot of shades. If you're wondering, I'm on the Makeup Forever site right now. That's the shade range. So if you are the lightest of the light or the darkest of the dark, I am confident that you will find your shade in this foundation. So that's always a plus when foundations have that option, because all too many times I have seen it where foundations are amazing, but they have 6 shades. Do you know how many different people are out there? Like, do you know how many different skin tones and undertones and all that are out there? You need to cater to more general consumers, because general consumers are not going to mix foundations. Okay, maybe you and me, because we're makeup addicts and makeup artists, will mix foundations, but general people who just want a foundation for everyday use in everyday life, they just want to go to the store and buy something that matches them. They don't want to spend time mixing. Honestly, I don't want to spend time mixing foundations. You know, like, that's a pain in the neck. So I gotta give it to them that they have the shade range, and guess what? They have a pump. Shade range and pump are like 2 of the biggest factors I look for when it comes to a foundation, because the pump is just, it's so much less messy. You're not wasting product, and especially for professional makeup artists, this is amazing right here. So the pump and the fact that there's so many shades, it is great. Now, as far as long wearing, we have not hit the crazy summer humidity weather yet here in New England. It is May, it is mid-May, and we are just getting to spring weather. I mean, it snowed last month, let's not forget that. So it's been kind of a crazy weather type pattern here. But I will say that on the more warm, humid, where I'm sweating days, I can see it break down a little bit, okay? So it's not the most flawless throughout a long day. I'm kind of nervous, honestly, to wear this in the summer. I don't know how well this will hold up. It seems like one of those foundations that's better as a winter foundation, honestly. So I'll have to give you an update, like on Snapchat or something. Follow me on Snapchat. I'm always posting pictures and videos there, so I might give an update when the summer weather truly hits. But, you know, it definitely does kind of get patchy and oily. I'm a combination oily skin, okay? So in the oily spots, it definitely gets oily. There's no oil control. And like I said, it gets kind of a little bit sparse and patchy and less coverage as the day goes on, and especially if you're sweating. So keep that in mind. I would keep that in mind, especially because if you're using this, say you're a news anchor, it's great. You're going to look great on camera, but you will need touch-ups if you're doing that for long periods of time. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, that's all I really have to say about this foundation. I personally would probably not buy it at the $43 price point, just because for one foundation, for me personally, that's ridiculous. For my kit, I'll do it. It makes no sense, I know, but for me personally, I don't like doing that, just because I know I can get great results with drugstore ones for my face. So I'm really glad I got it at the price point I did. $20-25, fine. I'm good. We can do that. Above that, that's where I cut it off. So that is really your personal preference. You're going to have to determine if it's worth it, price point, you know, wise to you. Other than that, I recommend it. I love this foundation. It's really good. Yeah, it took a little getting used to. You kind of got to work with it, but that's like any makeup product, so I was like, hey, it's fine. So I really enjoy it. It is the first product that I'm reviewing from IMATS, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have seen my IMATS haul, which I can link below, let me know of the other products you want to see reviewed anytime soon. Like today I'm wearing Lime Crime's liquid lip in poly, and that's another thing that I picked up that day. So let me know if you guys want to see more reviews from IMATS specifically, and I will definitely get those to you. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.